right, well, why don't we get
More
started?
pleasure.
That's, I always try to give you, Dan, an official, okay, I'm spotlighted.
Right.
So this must be the beginning. So just for a moment, could people mute themselves so we can say hello to everyone and welcome to the, I think this is the 6th, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's the February 2021. I'm still getting used to 2021. Virtual Cabaret on Fern Street. And as I always say, we are not on Fern Street, but someday we will be. Fridays on Fern, that's the plan going forward. So we're going to present you some wonderful acts. And I believe our first one tonight is Alan. And Alan Cramer told me what songs he was going to sing, but I did not write him down. So
All
Alan,
right.
take it away.
I'm gonna, what I've been doing is generally I'm doing one of somebody else's and one of my own, which kind of is fun. This one is Louis Armstrong wrote in 1968, a song called What a Wonderful World. And most people, I think he wrote it along, or somebody else wrote it a long time ago, but it was a 1968 song that he did. And I tinkered a little bit with the lyrics toward the end just to make it more relevant to what we're doing. But I've always loved this song, and I thought it might be a nice way to start. Anytime you're ready, guys. I guess they're ready. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, is also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I've missed you. I see babies smile, will help them grow. They'll live in a world that today we barely know. And we'll think to ourselves, what a wonderful world. Yes, we'll think to ourselves, what a wonderful world.
Beautiful job. Beautiful. Even our puppy liked it. She came over to listen. So I love what you did with the words. A little tweak there.
Yeah.
Just a little contemporizing. Because it really is about, you know, people connecting, and we've been very separated, obviously, from the circumstances we're in, and it just struck me. But it's also such a beautiful song. I can't do it the way Satchmo did it, but
yeah, it's a beautiful song. We did it recently with the kids. Sorry, my dog is interrupting me here. Okay, down. So you have another one for us, yes?
I do. This one is called More Than a House. And watching what happened on January 6th, I was moved by the courage of the people who fought to try to preserve that, whether politicians or the people guarding the place, the people cleaning the place. And I realized nobody's ever written a song to that house. So I thought I would write one. So this is brand spanking new, and I'm undoubtedly going to make some mistakes along the way, but I'll do my best.
So it's a world premiere.
It is a world premiere. It's called More Than a House.
We are honored. Carry on.
It's more than a house. It's more than the building. Not just walls and a floor. Not just tables and chairs. It's more than a place. It's more than a symbol. It's a piece of our dreams. And it's always there. It's more than we ever believed it could be. When we built it of brick and of wood and stone. It's grown as we've watched it. It's grown as we've slept. And it's kept us alive when we felt most alone. It's not only our house, it's not only theirs. It belongs to whoever still cares. Why, I don't know, but it's something rare. And it's always, 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 always there. We put it on a hill so the whole world can see it, and we gave it a dome so it gleams in the night, and we filled it with people not much different than we are, who struggle for truth and search for what's right. It's more than we ever believed it could be when we built it of brick and of wood and stone. It's grown as we've watched it. It's grown as we've slept. And it's kept us alive when we felt most alone. It's not only our house, it's not only theirs, it belongs to whoever still cares. Why, I don't know, but it's something rare. And it's always, 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 always there.
Very nice. Very nicely done.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
You.
When did you just write that?
Well, I had an earlier version of it. I literally wrote it in the 80s. I used to work for a company that sent musical theater all around the country for educational purposes. So an earlier version of this was in, God, 88, 87, 88. So I pulled it out of my trunk and I said, this has to be repurposed. So it had never been done. I'd never played it before in front of anybody. So it's sort of, it's brand new in some ways. The second verse is entirely new. We put it on a hill so the whole world can see it, etc. That I just did this last few days.
So it was more than a house. So it was about another kind of house.
It was about the White House. The show was called We the People, and it was a story about a young congresswoman who goes to Congress and can't get anything done because everything is just, she's fighting against all the odds. And the custodians come out of the walls and they clean up the place and they teach her about the realities of getting things done. And they give her a lesson in how to do it. And then they go back into the walls and she goes and she puts her piece of legislation forward. Late 80s.
Wow.
So about the White House, it's now about the Capitol.
It's kind of a ghost story. You have like spirits going on in there.
Kind of, except that they're really kind of kooky, wild. You know, one of the songs they sing is "We're the cleaning people of the world," which is like this soft shoe thing that they're dancing. I mean, they're just wacko and it was fun. I mean, it was for like elementary, middle school kids. So it had to be fun or they would, fall asleep and throw stuff.
It was your version of Schoolhouse Rock. So
Yes, I guess so. Guess in a way it was.
Teaching it to kids. Well, that was awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing us with us. World premiere and everything.
Screw it up, and hopefully, Dan, we actually have a recording of it with my face and nothing frozen. So we'll see how that works.
We shall see. Yeah,
It looks pretty good at the moment.
Right.
I had a little dog in the corner, but hopefully, sometimes my face is in the corner. But we never know what we're going to get here. It's always a surprise.
That doggy in the corner. Right?
Very good. I've heard that one. Did you write that?
No.
Okay, so speaking of being in another corner there, here's Ed. And Ed, do you want to tell us about what you're going to play and sing?
Yeah, first I'll tell you what just happened to me. I was sitting in front of my desktop all set up, and I picked up my guitar as Alan was wrapping up, and then all of a sudden Windows gave me a message that it decided that this is a good time to restart my computer.
Oh.
Which actually was nice of them because they could have, held off a couple of minutes, right?
And done it, right.
So I scrambled over here. I just fired up my iPad and, I guess when you're a performer, you've got to be flexible.
Must be fun.
Yeah, so we're used to your performance room, which is also an exercise room, which is also sometimes a knitting room, but now you're in the kitchen, yes?
Well, no, this is actually just the other end of my office / exercise room / music studio.
Oh, it's all the same room, just a different view.
Yeah, I just ran over to my desk over here.
This is how we bring the excitement. Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself. Everybody mute themselves, please. And you can tell us whatever you like and then begin.
Sure, thank you. So I told Patrice that in honor of Valentine's Day in February, I would sing a couple of love songs. And And she wrote back and said, well, all songs are love songs, aren't they? And I thought about it, and that's pretty much true. Most of them are, at least. In any event, I'm going to do a sweet love song for you first, and then I guess I would call it a bit of a sour love song. But first, the sweet one. This is a beautiful song. It's off Van Morrison's brilliant album Moondance back in the 70s, I believe. It's called Crazy Love. I can hear her heartbeat from 1,000 miles, and the heavens open every time she smiles. And when I come to her, that's where I belong. Yeah, I'm running to her like a river song. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She got a fine sense of humor when I'm feeling low down. And when I come to her, when the sun goes down, take away my trouble, take away my grief, take away my heartache in the night just like a thief. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Yeah, I need her in the daytime. I need her. Yeah, I need her in the night. I need her. I wanna throw my arms around her. I need her. And kiss and hug her. Kiss and hug her tight. Yeah, when I'm returning from so far away, she gave me sweet loving, brighten up my day. Yeah, it make me righteous, and it make me whole. Yeah, it make me mellow, down to my soul. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love.
Nice one.
Thank you.
You always bring such classic stuff to us.
Yeah, you know,
Love Van Morrison.
you can't go wrong with Van Morrison.
Right.
Yeah, you know, that's just the music. I'm kind of stuck in that music time warp in the 60s and 70s. I just can't get past it, but that's okay because there's so much great music there.
Yeah, yeah, it was a wonderful era. All right, so what's next?
Yep. So this is a song that was first done by the Everly Brothers, I believe. And then it was really popularized, and I think this is when I really first heard it, by Linda Ronstadt. And it's a song called When Will I Be Loved? I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? I've been put down, I've been pushed round. She always breaks my heart in two. It happens every time. I've been made blue. I've been lied to. When will I be loved? When I find a new girl and I want for mine, she always breaks my heart in two. It happens every time. I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? When will I be loved? Tell me, when will I be loved, loved, loved?
Yeah.
Yay.
Great.
Nice one. Nice one.
That's a great song.
So
That's a
tell
great-
me, are you doing this like 3 weeks or so before each of these? You say, okay, what am I going to do for the next virtual cabaret? And you just start.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I just start, I've got a big stack of songs in a big thick book that I just, I keep playing through, and then I find a song that I think, oh, that would be a fun one to work on and and play for the group. And then so I'll really start, I'll listen to it carefully. I will make sure I've got the chords right. I'll make sure that, I've got the nuance right. And so I've played it a lot of times before I perform for you guys, but I really, want to have sort of put my spin on it, whether I'm going to bang on a guitar or whatever it takes to just sort of make it interesting. So it's a lot of
That
fun.
was great. It really was it.
Yeah. So when you say you have a stack of songs, you have like, you find them online, or you have the sheet music, or you have a chord book, or?
So, I find them online. There's a great website, Ultimate Guitar, I think it's called. It just has, chords for thousands and thousands of songs. And, I'll hear a song and I'll think, oh, wait, let's see if I know the chords for that one. So I'll go on the site and, so I'm bringing back and playing now music like from Jackson Browne, or for, Van Morrison, that songs that I love, but I never was able to experience by singing them, so it's just so much fun to not only hear a song, but to be able to sing it, perform it, feel the chords.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, when you have a chance, off screen here, you and Richard should talk, because he's involved with a program that's going to let people find guitar licks and guitar sections.
Oh, guitar clips.
Yes, guitar clips.
It's a product concept at this point. It's a guy we used to work for. He's got this dream website. I don't know, it's far from reality.
It's an imaginary product at this time. Well, you don't sound very enthusiastic, honey.
Well,
Okay.
We'll have your people talk to my people. We'll make it work.
That's right. You'll do lunch. So next up is me. So I'm going to turn on my accompaniment, and let me find that. It should be all queued up here. And let's see if I have it loud enough. If everyone would mute themselves, and if you, well, I won't tell you to put thumbs up because that's confusing. But anyway, if you think that the sound is too low, give me a thumbs down, but it should be fine because Richard and I tested it earlier. So here we go. You'll recognize this song. Maybe not yet, but soon. I've never sung it before. I recorded it once, but. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. So the reason I'm singing this song, and the reason I sort of dug up the accompaniment, is that or not me personally, but my books are going to the moon in the fall. Astrobotics is sending a payload on Peregrine Launch 1, apparently, and 125 of us writers are sending our digital books to the moon to be found, hopefully in 100 years, either by humans or who knows what. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. And now I'm going to gently fade it down the way you would on the old radio stations. Okay, here it goes. Okay. So that was my Fly Me to the Moon.
You're having your books digitally sent to the moon?
Yeah, isn't that?
It's going to be in a, where's it? Are they going to land it? Are they going to like?
Oh, yeah,
drop
yeah.
it?
Yeah, they're going to land it and it's going to be this little payload. It's on one of these, I don't know.
SD card.
An SD card, yes, a SanDisk card. And Richard, how many megabytes did it say it had? Or was it?
It was less than a terabyte. I don't know.
Less than a terabyte. I don't know how much, but anyway. So I have, along with my own books that I'm sending up, because I publish anthologies, I have about 70 other authors that I'm sending with me. And they also invited us to have stowaways. So I have a little bio and a photo of my dad, who was a NASA engineer for 25 years. So he's not with us anymore. He's, up in the stardust somewhere. But that would be cool for him to know he was going. And Richard is also sending one of his stories. So it's really exciting. And, we won't be on the moon ourselves, but to think that part of my work will be represented is a thrill. It's kind of a cool thing.
It's out of this world.
Very good, very good. Anyway, so I was thinking, I thought of Fly Me to the Moon, and of course I had to sing it.
That's great.
So next up we have Jim.
Talk about flying to the moon.
Yes, exactly. Jim, are you ready? Ready-ish?
Yeah, at least ready-ish.
Okay,
No.
and I see Linda has joined us. Hi, Linda. Is everybody muted?
Hi, Patrice.
So Jim, is there anything that you want to tell us before I was going to say kick
Oh, I
you
guess
off.
this is a number I would invite you to sing along. It's a lullaby that talks about parental love. And some of you have heard at least part of this, the Bedtime Stroll, which I started writing when my own daughter was a baby and a toddler, and now she's a junior at UConn. Well, what you haven't heard is the fifth and final verse, which I just wrote 2 months ago. So for your sing-along information, each verse has 4 short lines. Lines 3 and 4 get repeated in the refrain. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. We're going on the bedtime stroll. Dum dum dee 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 dum. Now the house lights are turned down low. Each room has a nighttime glow. Our sunny day has gone away. Get ready for the bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. Line 3. Our sunny day has gone away. Get ready for the bedtime stroll. Now your jammies are clean and changed, and your bottle is all but drained. We'll trade your bib for a cozy crib at the end of your bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. We'll trade your bib for a cozy crib at the end of your bedtime stroll. Past pictures on the wall, our family fills the hall. You'll meet your cousins in your dreams at the end of your bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. You'll meet your cousins in your dreams at the end of your bedtime stroll. So I carry you in my arms, where I know you feel safe from harm. Your dollies will watch over you at the end of your bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. Those dollies, your dollies will watch over you at the end of your bedtime stroll. Upstairs on my shoulder you ride, sweet hugger, 'neath the covers you glide. With hopes and dreams wrapped up, it seems, keep you warm till the morning's new light. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. Let's go on the bedtime stroll. With hopes and dreams wrapped up, it seems, keep you warm till the morning's new light. La da di dum da da, la da di dum da da. We're going on the bedtime stroll. Dum dum da di da di da.
So nice.
All right. Hey, thank you.
It's really sweet.
Thank
Yeah. And if we had, I almost unmuted myself, but I knew I would, if I sang, I would bump out your sound, but it's very easy to make harmony with on that nice, chorus. And by the time you've sung it a couple of times, everybody will know. It's good for around the campfire, that'd be a good one too.
I once did the earlier version of it at camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works out.
Nice.
Well, thanks.
That's great. Good for you.
I did have one more thing.
Sure.
This, whereas the song you just heard is very new. This is one from 1911. Lyrics by Seymour Brown, and music by Nathaniel Ayer. But this is a song that's been recorded by, 100 different artists. Oh, You Beautiful Doll. And so I guess you get a choice of styles of singer that might use it. And I'm gonna try 2 different takes on at least the chorus part of it, just kind of keep it short. First would be some kind of fictional crooner, let's say. Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll. Let me put my arms about you. I could never live without you. Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll. If you ever leave me, how my heart would ache. I'd like to hug you, but I fear you'd break. Oh, 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 you beautiful doll. Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll. Let me put my arms about you. I could never live without you. Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll. If you ever leave me, how my heart would ache. I'd like to hug you, but I fear you'd break. Oh, 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 you beautiful doll.
Wow. So the first was the crooner and the second one was kind of vaudevillian
Yeah, I guess so, a vaudevillian, yeah.
or borscht belt, maybe, you know.
I kind of borscht it out there, yeah, or belted it out, yes, right.
That was nice. That was nice. My dad used to sing that, or at least, you know, the first line. That's how dads are. They sing the first line of things over and over.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of start there myself, you know.
It's a good song, though.
So,
Now-
so I'm looking at the song list. That clearly is not the Isle of Islay.
Oh,
Oh,
Isla, yes, there was a little switch when I realized, so I sort of was ready for last week's theme when we talked about songs of the sea.
last
You know,
month.
I said
yeah.
I could do one or two, and
Yeah.
but then when I see love is the spirit of this cabaret this week, I offered to switch. So
Well,
thanks.
you're the one that, yeah, you're the one that coined that love is the spirit. Well, it wasn't until we got close and I guess I was thinking we didn't have to make it overwhelmingly Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day already came. But then of course Ed did some love stuff and I thought, okay, so we'll do love. That sounds good. So what's the name of your first original? Bedtime Stroll? The
Bedtime Stroll, yeah.
The Bedtime Stroll. Okay. Just in case, you know, they give it one of those Zoomies, you know, they're starting to give awards for original. No, I'm making that up. But wouldn't that be good? Zoomies, the Zoomies,
Zoomies.
instead of the Grammys or the Emmys or something. Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Instead
Yeah.
of putting them on my shelf, I would put it in a corner of my screen. You know, that'd be nice.
There you go.
The
Yeah.
zoomies.
Very
You have a
efficient. Yeah.
Zoomie. Well, that was very nice. Now, all we have to do with some of these things, Jim, is find you karaoke tracks in your key. So, you know, it just fills it out a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So in your spare time, you know, or you can record them and
A little project for
Maybe
you.
I could do the Ted Hine trick and have four of me
absolutely.
doing the thing, you know, that might work.
Sure. Yeah, you can do many instruments. Okay, and so next up we have Richard Leslie. And I was wondering who I should call next. I was thinking, who can I turn to?
Ooh,
Okay.
is that a hint as to the song?
Yes, a very subtle hit. Richard, are you ready to take it away?
I'm ready. I'm going to sing a song. Can everybody hear me? How's the mic from here? I'm going to sing a song by Anthony Newley. It's from Roar of the Grease Paint, The Smell of the Crowd. And it's called Who Can I Turn To? And I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. I decide if I'm going to do something on the trumpet or sing. Well, I'm going to do both. So here we go. Oh, who can I turn to when nobody needs me? My heart wants to know, and so I must go where destiny leads me. With no star to guide me, and no one beside me, I'll go on my way. After the day, the darkness will hide me, and maybe tomorrow I'll find what I'm after. I'll throw off my sorrow, beg, steal, or borrow my share of laughter. With you I could learn to, with you on a new day. But who can I turn to if you turn away?
Yawa, cowabunga.
Yay.
That was
Nicely
awesome.
done. That's quite the trick to go from singing to playing.
I attribute it all. I have a new horn. I waited a few years, 55 years, put in an old junker, and it was a pretty looking horn, but it was so full of crud and the valves weren't working right, so I sprang. So it was either that or a laptop.
Well, it looks good, and more importantly, it sounds good. So
You make it sound good. You make it sound awesome, man. That was great.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it.
yeah, great
So,
song too.
speaking of awesome, I'm ready to enjoy the last entry.
Is it? Are we already? Really?
It's you, baby. It's you all the way now. So everyone mute themselves and get ready for Eric.
Hey, caramba. All right. Here we go. Let's jump right into it. Well, yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. And now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man well I used to be. Lord, there's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came so suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. Well, I said something wrong, and now how I long for that yesterday. Yesterday, love is such an easy game to play. Now I need a little place I can hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Well, now I see. Had to go, I don't know. I don't know, Lord. She just wouldn't say. I must have said something wrong. Well, now how I long for yesterday. Well, yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place where I can hide away. Oh, how I believe in yesterday. Oh, I believe in yesterday. I believe in yesterday.
Yay! I've heard that one.
Yeah. There was this group that
Soulful.
that song.
Yeah.
Some pretty famous group.
It was the group, I think that Paul McCartney guy was in before Wings.
Yeah, Before Wings.
It's an old joke. So
Instincts.
you always do something different.
You know, it's yeah, and it's kind of like, yeah, I'm pushed to that. I don't necessarily, I don't just want to parrot what the first artist or artists did with what they've got, you know, because music is to build upon and
Right.
add to.
I love how you make that guitar sing.
Thank you.
And,
Right.
I noticed you did a little slap
Mhm.
technique there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you hadn't slapped it, she might have stuck around.
Wow.
My son plays electric.
No. That's what she told me. She said, man, you gotta stop slapping it.
So you have another piece for us?
Oh, sure.
Something classical. You're gonna sing maybe something by Bach.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I wasn't serious.
But no, it's kind of interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You'll remember this one. Well, we skipped the light, Fandango. Turn those cartwheels across the floor. Well, I was feeling kind of seasick, but the crowd called out for more, and the room was humming harder, and the ceiling flew away. And when we called out for another drink, oh Lord, the waiter brought the tray. And so it was later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. Or she said there is no reason, and the truth is so plain to see. But I was sitting there wandering through my playing cards, but I would not let her be. One of 16 Vestal virgins that were leaving for the coast. And though my eyes were wide open, they may have well, just may have well been closed. And so it was later, as the miller told his tale, that a face at first just ghostly turned whiter, a shade of pale. And so it was later, so much later, as our miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale.
Wow. Love that one. Classic. Such good music.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's Bach. I think the guy who wrote the song from
Right.
Procol Harum, he was
That's true.
trying to learn. What?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. That was very good. I thought you were going to play ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Here we go.
That's another one.
Yeah.
A lot of those are taken. And isn't there a Simon and Garfunkel one that's is it Bach? It's Going to Look for America. I think that's
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Blackbird is I've
Oh,
what etude he got that from. He was studying some classical piece.
right.
So here's a fun fact about Wider Shade of Pale and the group Procol Harum. I don't know if you ever heard of Douglas Adams. He's a
Yeah.
writer.
Yeah.
He loved Procol Harum. I mean, he worshipped them. He studied that song, and I mean, he was a super creative guy.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
One of my favorite authors.
So they asked one of the guys who wrote it, Gary Brooker, or was one of the guys, and they say, well, "So what's the song about?" And I was, I don't know.
Never translate.
I was kind of, and just wrote down lines.
People get PhDs researching these things and, going into the nuances of their early experiences. And the guys who wrote it are like, well, the words, yeah, I just kind of made it up.
The song "I Am the Walrus." John got so tired of people saying, "Well, what do your lyrics mean?" So he decided to make the lyrics as obscure as possible.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Which is so much fun because really that's part of what music is supposed to do, give the listener something to chew on.
Work on, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. We're always, I hope you don't mind that we often end with you. Maybe we always end with you.
No, usually it's with you guys. You and Richard get down into the kitchen and do some nasty.
I beg your pardon. There are children watching now.
I didn't-
So we were going to do a duet, and I don't know. I decided it was a little high, and I was too lazy. But maybe next time. So we had kind of a short show tonight, but it was a good one. And the way that February and March work, it's an easy one to remember because the numbers are exactly the same, unless it's a leap year. So Friday the 19th is the next one. And, you know, we would love always to have children perform. And I see some children of Dan in the corner of the screen. And maybe they'd like to recite a poem or sing or dance or tell us a story.
There. Oh yeah.
Next time I might play the trumpet.
Oh, cool.
Wait, you have to ask Richard's permission.
Excellent. I would love to hear that.
Yeah. Do you know how to play the trumpet, or are you just going to learn in the next month?
I've been practicing for school.
Oh, excellent. That would be fabulous. And we'll put you on first because, you know, in case it gets too late for you.
Unless you want to close the show, who knows?
Yeah. Well, maybe she'll join everybody in everything they do. Well, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much. Especially thank you to our guests and performers and audience alike. We're all kind of the same. So this is wrapping up. We are almost exactly 8 o'clock. So we were just about an hour. And we'll see you all again, I hope, and tell your friends on Friday, March 19th. And one of these months, maybe in the fall, we will do this in person.
Woo!
There's
Can you
something to
believe
look forward to. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And thank you,
Good to see
Dan, especially.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Have-
you. Thank you. Great to see you all. Stay safe.
Yeah. You well, everybody. Bye-bye.
Take care.